If you said the Porsche GT3 RS is the perfect track car, Manthey Racing would tell you you're wrong, which is why they developed this over-the-top performance upgrade kit that consists of an impressive set of aerodynamic and suspension components, which costs as much as $160,000 if you select all the options, plus installation. And there's no doubt that a GT3 RS dressed up in the Manthey kit makes for one of the most incredible looking street legal Porsches ever. But will the kit take your track performance to the next level? Or is it simply a testament to just how good the stock GT3 RS already is? Let's take a closer look and find out. The stock GT3 RS is plenty extreme in its own right, and even though it's been around since 2022, the car's bold aerodynamic features like the huge rear wing, wheel arch canards, and front wheel outlets still make it look like a full-blown race car when compared to most other Porsches. And according to the official Nürburgring lap time page, the GT3 RS completed the circuit in 6 minutes and 49.32 seconds, making it the fastest unmodified street-legal Porsche around the Nürburgring and the 6th fastest street-legal car overall, which is pretty damn impressive. But Manthey Racing decided it wasn't extreme enough, so they added on a dizzying array of aerodynamic components. If you're finding this video to be informative or entertaining, please give it a like. And if you're new to my channel, I publish original Porsche-focused content, so if you're not subscribed yet, click below to subscribe. Up front, we see a redesigned splitter that's much deeper than the stock version, with the center lifted to allow air to pass underneath the car, which is held in place by 2 carbon and metal support rods that help stop heavy amounts of air pressure from bending the splitter downward. The sides have been lowered to generate downforce on the front wheels, and the outer edges expand into diffuser fins on the top and bottom, which add even more downforce to the front wheels. Modified wheel arch gurney flaps help airflow pass around the front wheels, and 2 dive planes have been installed on each side of the front fascia to increase mechanical grip. On the roof, the 2 fins of the stock GT3 RS have been replaced by 8 fins, which help guide the hot air exiting the radiator outlets in the front over the car and away from the intakes located in the rear fenders. They also generate vortexes and provide better airflow to the rear spoiler. At the back of the car, where most of the action is taking place, Manthey has added a carbon fiber vertical fin that helps to provide cornering stability at high speeds and also directs airflow over the wing. And the rear window has been replaced by an extremely thin carbon fiber plate that weighs 25% less than the stock window. The once enormous biplane wing is now an enormous triplane wing, and at either side of this enormous wing are a set of equally enormous end plates that feature a notched rear edge. And holding up this huge conglomeration of weight and downforce are a set of reinforced swan neck vertical supports. All of this helps to increase the downforce on the rear wheels. The rear diffuser has been completely redesigned. It is now significantly wider with longer and deeper air vanes that help reduce air pressure underneath the car and increase overall downforce. And mounted on the rear wheels are a set of carbon aero discs that help to reduce turbulence and drag. Underneath the car, we see additional aerodynamic features like the front axle cover and air vanes that guide pressure out and away from the underbody. And here are some additional views of that impressive rear diffuser. The GT3 is without a doubt the best enthusiast sports car on the market today. So why not have a really cool GT3 art print displayed in your home or garage? Which brings us to the sponsor of today's video, Arc Driver Automotive Photography. These unique Porsche art prints are a great way to improve the aesthetics in any room in your house, and a great way to help support this channel. They feature museum quality printing on heavy duty paper that has a partly glossy and partly matte finish. You can check out the entire collection by clicking on the link in the description below. Suspension has also been improved, as the spring rates of the stock semi-active coilover suspension have been adjusted for the higher downforce figures. The spring rates were increased by 30% on the front axle and by 15% on the rear. 4-wheel and 3-body acceleration sensors, along with a newly developed control unit, ensure fully automatic damper tuning that is extremely fast and even more precise than before. The new shock absorbers operate with 2 separate valves for the compression and rebound stages and are independently controlled. This ensures precise adjustments for changing driving situations and road conditions, which maximizes stability on the racetrack. Depending on the driving mode, normal, sport, or track, different sets of parameters are available for different basic damper characteristics. In track mode, the basic setup can also be manually adjusted to your personal preferences using the rotary controls on the steering wheel. Manthey has also modified the brakes, giving them steel sheath brake lines that provide an even more direct pedal feel and a faster response time. Optional racing brake pads are available for cars with carbon ceramic brakes. These pads have been specially developed for track day use and also reduce fading while also increasing responsiveness and control precision. Altogether, the Manthey kit increases total downforce to over 1,000 kilograms or 2,204 pounds at 285 kilometers an hour or 177 miles per hour. And while this all looks and sounds very impressive, just how much of a difference does the kit actually make? Manthey spent the better part of a year testing this car around the Nürburgring, but here's the thing, they never announced a lap time. And when promoting the new kit, they never talk about the performance. The marketing emphasis has always been on the feel and experience of the kit, not the faster lap times, which indicates that this very impressive kit might be more show than go. Evo did some pretty intensive testing of both the stock GT3 RS and the Manthey Racing GT3 RS at the Angelissi circuit, which is 3.38 kilometers or 2.1 miles long, where they achieved a lap time of 1 minute and 11.2 seconds with the stock car and a lap time of 1 minute and 9.9 seconds with the Manthey Racing car, making the modified car 1.3 seconds faster. So the Manthey car is definitely a little faster, but is it $160,000 plus the cost of installation faster? Probably not. And all of this just means that the stock GT3 RS is so good that to make even a slight improvement on it would cost the same as buying a brand new 911. Thanks for watching, and for more Porsche content that you cannot find anywhere else, click here to subscribe. And don't forget to check out my Porsche art prints, which are linked in the description below.